character. They can take your
Mm.
freedom. They can take your freedom. I can sit you down. You're benched. I can take your time,
Yeah.
but how you react to that. So I have a formula that I use. It's called E plus R equals O. The event plus the reaction equals the outcome.
Mm.
So it's again, your character is what happens with the reaction. Right?
Yeah.
Bad character, you got a bad reaction. Well, you have a bad reaction, the outcome is going to be bad. So you have to stop and think. What do I need to do? How am I going to handle the situation? And when you do that, you become clear-headed. We talked about the choices you talked about earlier, putting labels on. The subconscious choices, things that we do naturally, are probably not the right ones. Right? That's what got us in trouble. We have to have those conscious choices, the ones that you have to stop and think about. If you have to stop and think about something, then you probably have the ability to make the right answer or the right decision. And that's even in sports. You look at, and I always look at sports too. Sports is nothing. It's a game of composure. That's all sports is. Who can keep the composure? I don't need to be punching people in a basketball game. The fight's breaking out and all day long now, right? You got guys in football taking the helmet off. We saw that a couple years ago. The guy swinging the helmet at the player.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, and that's why I like boxing, because boxing, you got to keep your composure, right? They say
Yeah.
you can't start doing UFC in a boxing match. You have to go to get kicked out, right? So, when you're taking a beating with boxing, you're getting hit in the face, the stomach. I mean, you're getting beat. How do you keep your composure, still win the fight? That's the most important, and that's how you're able to rise above, because your character will always lead you to where you want to go.
No, that's real. To